Okay, strip flooring tends to be 2, 3, 4 inches wide. Short lengths, usually nested bundles. You get these from China and from the US. We call that strip. Nominally called 3 inch, actually 2 1/4. Called 4 inch is 3 1/4. Called 5 inch is 4 1/4. So you have to know what you're getting, what it will cover. Then we use the term vapor or moisture inhibitor. And we're using the word inhibitor, and we're not using the word barrier, because we think barrier takes you down the wrong route. If you say barrier, there's an automatic assumption that you're barring moisture from entering the room, and that's just not true. What you do is you slow down the process. So we're saying inhibitor, even though we keep coming across the word barrier. Wide board. Increasingly in the marketplace, we're seeing that people want to buy and lay wide board flooring. And by wide board, we mean, say, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, up to 400 or even 600 millimeters wide flooring. Now, this is like a fad. It has no great value at all. The wider the board, the more likely it will cup. So it then has to be glued, screwed, you name it, to keep it down. One of the minuses of having a wide board is that they make the room look smaller. The wider the board, the smaller the room looks. If you want to make a room look small, put in wide boards. For me, the widest I would ever go in solid wood would be about 7 inches, say 170, 180 millimeters. And the widest I would like to go in engineered is about 220, maybe 240, you guys have spoken of. That's enough. Just a few ideas around why wood flooring is useful and good and why we think it's a good product. We state the obvious, it's a natural material. It feels comfortable. People are comfortable around wood. A wood-paneled room somehow is a lovely place to sit and read a book, or people just like wood. We're saying it's healthy. Really what we're saying is that you don't get dust mites in wood. You do in carpets. So you can clean it, you can disinfect it, you can keep it healthy. So we think wood flooring is a healthy material. It's also, of course, renewable. And increasingly, once we stay away and we stay green and we stay away from tropical woods that are not being renewed, which is very important really for all of us, it's renewable. Oak in the United States is growing faster than they're felling it. It's a green material. And there are other woods, but the market has gone towards oak. Wood is always fashionable. The species might change. A number of years ago, a lot of architects and designers were specifying walnut. Walnut was the flavor. But it was a color thing. It wasn't based on practicality at all. It was color. And walnut is soft. It is not suitable for heavy traffic areas like restaurants, bistros, pubs, hotel foyers. It just doesn't work. It shows wear overnight. Now it's oak. Cherry was important, walnut was important, Iroko, different woods were being used here. Now it's oak in different colors. So you can have oak in its natural oak biscuit color, or you can have oak that's white, or grey, or black. We've even seen pink. It's very easy to maintain a wood floor. And it's not water, it's a damp mop. That's how you maintain a wood floor, lightly. And then it adapts to all functions, designs, and installation systems. You can play with wood flooring. Instead of just laying the wood flooring, bum, 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 why not do like they've done here? You see the border. It's a simple border, but instead of having this green carpet running both every way, they've just put a border in, defined the room. It's a little extra bother, but suddenly, for the simplest of reasons, you know someone has thought about this floor and not just threw some carpet at it. You can do the same with wood flooring. Simple, border. Heavy pedestrian traffic. Ash is very good. Ash is not a popular wood, and I can never figure out why. You can do anything with ash. You can bend it, nail it, screw it, machine it, It just does everything that you could possibly want. But it's just not popular. It's quite inexpensive. Beech. Beech is very hard and it wears very well. But we call it a nervous wood. It moves. So you don't want to use beech, really. It would be okay in a thin top layer on an engineered board. But solid beech, even the way Junkers do it, no, for me. Birch is a hardwood. There's various birches. It's a rich species. You can get it in many different colors, different patterns, but what we see here is white. What you see in Finland is an amazing range of colors of birch, and it's a nice hardwood. It's used in flooring in China and comes in here as maple. It's not. It's birch. Well, it's a mixture, maple and birch. Hard to tell the difference except with the microscope, so people get away with it. Jataba, very, very hard wood. So for a JCB showroom or something like that, perfect, you know. It's really hard. Maple, and we say hard because there is a soft maple. And the soft maple you can carve with your fingernail. Will not wear, so hard maple you have to specify. Merbau, Indonesia, Malaysia. It's a range of woods all called merbau, but they're hard. The oaks are hard. All the oaks that we are likely to see here, the European oaks, the American oaks, they're all good for heavy traffic. And teak, it's just coincidental. Teak is not very common here in Ireland. But tomorrow morning I'm going to the National Gallery. They have a problem with the teak floor in the National Gallery. Light pedestrian, these are just too light for any heavy traffic areas. Yeah? This is your standard white deal, which 5-6 inch. Redwood is Scots pine, soft. Maritime pine, very soft. Pitch pine, a bit harder, particularly if it's quarter sawn. Everyone know what I mean by quarter sawn as opposed to crown? If you saw a board like this, then the board, when you look at it, it's going to be like that. It's picking up the annual growth rings. And so you see this, they call it cathedrals or crowns. If you saw here, you're at 90 degrees to the rings, and the board looks like that, different grain. If you go to Castletown House or you go to a Georgian house and you take a look at the wood in the front door or throughout the house or the wainscoting, this paneling, this low paneling, wainscoting, you'll find it's all. And the reason is it doesn't expand and contract very much. It's the best. This will expand and contract much more than this cut. So this is quartered and this is crown. Quarter is very stable, and they've known it for hundreds of years. It's been used in furniture, in paneling, indoors, in windows. So pitch pine, quartered, can be quite strong. A lot of woods, quartered, can be much tougher. But the rest is really all soft. Should never be specified for a heavy traffic public space. This is for a home, and it's where, with walnut, at home, you take your shoes off. We're very conscious as we wander through life and do inspections and courses that sometimes people miss on this basic information here of conversions. This is kind of important, and I don't insult anyone's intelligence here, but very often these are used incorrectly, the measurements and conversions from square feet. People get hold of a conversion figure and they use it and use it and use it. It quite often can be wrong. People don't want to challenge them, but we just thought we'd throw it up there. There is the correct way to do the conversion, and this is it. Anyone wants a copy of any of these things, we're happy to give them to you.